Just in the game, in Warcraft, just doing a little guard roleplay. I would like this because you can do different things in the game. Various different characters, create different backgrounds. That's mine there, for this character in particular. But yeah, not too bad. It's got a lot of good people in there. Just doing our patrol from our fortnightly meeting. Not bad at all. There we are. There we are. Does anyone else play Warcraft, or what you do? There's roleplay aspects, this is what I like about it, but a lot of people are into PvP or the PvE aspect for the dungeons and things like that. But that's not too bad, but each to their own, I suppose. You do so much just to keep yourself by, don't you? Salute. Get assaulted by the captains, casually firing things. They're all good people though. If you ever are in this particular realm as Argent Dawn of roleplay of Warcraft, it's a good guild. They always are good people, so I would recommend them. Of course, there's a lot of ones in the game that do stick to how things are, especially in real life. But oh, I don't like guards, don't like police or guards, or whatever. Or they're not genuine, or they're not this. But oh, throw a snowball. They're ready for snowballs. Oh. This character's a rogue in particular, so what I'm going to do is I'll take her helmet off first of all. Invisibility. And she can get different uniform. or off-duty one, I suppose. Grand Expedition Yak. Go for it. No, wrong one. That's the one. I should have shared on that one. Let's take it off at one point there. There we are. And invisible. Okay. No one's seen anything? Probably did, but anyway. I do have a character called Winterhelm, actually. He's a dwarf. Thornak Winterhelm, so I keep the name alive at some point. Got into this in 2005. The other game I think that was intriguing at the time was actually Lord of the Rings. It was being brought out around the same time, I think. 2004, 2005 was one of the two. But this was the other big one that was out in its vanilla stage. There was no expansions at that point coming up. Burning Crusade was going to be its first expansion, and that was being talked about coming out. But it was really good. My first experience with this was I played a Night Elf. Out of all the races, both Horde and Alliance, Night Elf seemed to be the most intriguing, I think, with their backstory and that. Yeah. I still have a Night Elf or two. A few of them up, like about 10 characters at the minute. Which you would think is a lot, but not really. There's people with so many different accounts as well as characters, so I would have the energy for too much of that, because there's so many characters to level up and whatever else, and then you're not getting on every character as much as you'd want, so. Nothing a great deal happening tonight. It was just showcase a little bit of this particular character. The map is here. You see how many characters are out, or how many profiles it recognizes as roleplay. Well, it's still goofy about. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah. Mr. Fuzzles? The first time I actually came to this city, I got Hearthstoned or summoned to the where is it? Over here. It's here, right by the dungeon, obviously, so the stockades. But I remember going round on my Night Elf character, which was like level 10 or 15 or something at that point. the very first time, the city looked massive. Took me a while to get used to where everything was. But you can see by looking at here, you're thinking, fuck, it's not that big, you know. But first time seeing it, normally you get that sense of, well, it's a bit big. But the sad thing is, I'll just stop here a second. The sad thing is, this is a main hub for roleplay at the minute, which is Stormwind. But if you go to the entire Eastern Kingdoms, there's a lot of places. And then Kultiras, Broken Isles, Sandalar, Pandaria. I do like Pandaria. Kalimdor, it's where Keldrasil was burned down. If you're into the lore and not there, you'll know what I mean. How it got burnt down. If not, there's plenty of cinematics. I have seen them all, so it'd be unfair to react to the ones I've already seen to, but the future ones I'll probably react to then. But same effects of Overwatch and that. But when you get into the lore, it's quite good. You get into the characters, good or bad, right or wrong, you get into them, and what happens. So this is just one part of Azeroth, and then you go back to the world. Draenor, Outlands, Shadowlands, which is the newest expansion. So you have Bastion. Ardenweald I find is the best. Now if anyone is playing the game, what's the best thing you've liked about Shadowlands so far? I had to say Ardenweald and Revendreth. Revendreth is kind of like, kind of vampiric in its sense, in terms of how it is. Again, if you look at all the cinematics and that there and the backgrounds, you'll know what I mean. Ardenweald is like the forest, really, the afterlife. Anyone who's been friendly or always quite helpful with the forest animals, things like that in general, for nature, normally they would end up coming to Ardenweald. But I just love the even the cinematics based on it with the Winter Queen in that. And the thing I loved the most was at the very end, once you've completed everything and you choose what covenant you're going to, and if one of your characters if you haven't already, choose Ardenweald, and you'll see why. But not a lot of rogues. Rogues are quite good. I have a rogue character in a minute, and I chose Ardenweald on her because you'll get. Back into this. You will get one or two different things per covenant in terms of helping your ability, depending on your character, your class, and things like that. So I got one or two things. Sepsis was one of them, and the other one was able to transform into a night fae creature. Not really night fae, but it's the fox, which is the same kind of effect as other ones that are there. That's there actually. I'll show you. Should be able to do it here. Yep, there we are. So you have that. It's not really seen in character much. You wouldn't see it in character. So mainly OOC obviously, but it's quite nice. So that there, but the ability for sepsis and that was quite good, and it does enhance other abilities as well. So I've enjoyed it for that. But say depending on the class, it'll be different. But it's not too bad. So must be a problem with the guild. They're doing updates at the minute with the guild information. But anyway, that's that for now. Yeah. There we are. So yeah, that was just a wee short thing about the game at the minute, but for what I'm doing for this particular character, I have a good few more. But I'll keep you updated with different things or mucking about. But I say, if you're interested or if you do like Warcraft, give us a shout in the comments about what you like or what faction you're with. What realm you're with, or do you roleplay? If you do, give us a shout about that. What kind of characters you do, what you like. It's always interesting to meet new people for things like that. And I say, there's plenty of room in every roleplay guild, really. They will say, if you go to Argent Archives, actually, it's a good place where you can see a lot of guilds that are recruiting what they're doing, especially with the events in different realms as well. So quite good. That one's mainly for Ars and Archives, mainly for the guilds you see for each race, you know, each faction. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, so check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.